is to start a subleasing business in Dubai, you need to have a license. So the main benefit is much lower entry to enter the real estate market, much higher return in a much shorter time, and a faster return on your initial investment. However, it's not for everybody. Why? Because the first investment into real estate, which is where you put a lot of money and then you wait a long period of time to get a return, is relatively low risk. You don't have to do much. You just put your money in and you wait. The subleasing business is a much higher return, but there's a much higher risk and there's much more work involved. Okay? And the first thing is, to start a subleasing business in Dubai, you need to have a license from Dubai Economic Department. The activity is called vacation homes. Then you need a license from Department of Tourism, DTCM. This overall cost for this is around 20 to 30,000 dirhams. That's the first step. And you need an office, which is an additional cost. Once you've got this set up, then you can get permits from Department of Tourism for every property that you sublease. So that's step number one. Step number two is you need to learn how to acquire on lease profitable properties. You can't just pick any property and invest in it and hope that you're going to make a profit. No, it doesn't work. This only works on certain properties in certain areas with certain amenities and certain views, and that knowledge of how to acquire properties that are profitable is something that is really the cornerstone of this business. You can't just go pick a property. For example, in the same location, one property will be profitable and another property won't be profitable. And an example of that would be in Business Bay. Executive Towers is just not profitable for this business. It costs more to take the unit and fund the unit and furnish the unit and maintain it and clean it and the utilities than you will make back if you sublease it. And the main reason for that is because that property, Executive Towers, is used for a lot of this bed space business, and they push the prices up on the rents, which makes them not attractive for the subleasing business. However, another tower in Business Bay, for example, one that we like a lot is Paramount Midtown, is very good for subleasing business because it is also a hotel. It has restaurants. It has very beautiful amenities. It has infinity pool on the rooftop. So tourists love that property, and that property doesn't allow that bed space business. So it's very profitable.